Okay, this practice problem, it's not horribly hard, but it's confusing. I mean, once you know how to set it up, it's not a big deal. So we're looking at the equation y equals 45x represents the number of miles y Mr. Miller's car goes using X gallons of gas. So let's write that equation. Y equals 45x. We know that the Y is miles and the X is gallons of gas. Now looking at the tables that they give us two different styles. All we're going to do is fill in one number for gallons of gas, which would be X, and one number for miles, which would be Y. And even though there are a lot of data points given, I mean, even in this, there's a lot of data points, you only need one. Just do one per chart, table, whatever. So let's look at A first. 96 miles, that'll be Y. So we're going to substitute the 96 for Y equals 45 times how many gallons? 2. And this means 96 equals 90. We are looking for a car that gets better gas mileage. This is what Miller's car gets. This is what another car gets. That looks pretty good. However, it's A, so, and we have two different styles of tables. So let's just keep going to check our work. So pick one of these out of B, pick the smaller one, it's just easier. And again, we're gonna rewrite the same equation. Number of miles is 195. And 45 times the number of gallons of gas is 5. And 45 times 5 is 225. So this is 225, 195 equals. Well, that doesn't equal. So put a line right through that. Actually, that doesn't equal either. Just means the comparison of Y and X. Now, these are interesting little graphs. So again, you're just going to pick 1 gallon of gas, 1, 2, or 3. I'm just going to pick 2 because it's easy and I already circled. So 2 gallons, 70 miles. You want to pick where they connect. So 2 gallons of gas, 70 miles. And again, we're just going to redo that equation with those numbers. We had 70 miles equals 45 times 2. That's 70 equals 90. And then the last one, you can kind of see a pattern happening here. You probably know which answer is correct, but let's just check the last one just for the heck of it. And don't be blurry. Again, pick, I mean, you can even pick 1 and 40. Let's pick 1 and 40. That's easy. Anything divided by or multiplied by 1 is super easy. So 40 miles equals 45 times 1, which basically, duh, is 40 equals 45. I didn't even need to write all that out. And then if you're worried about how to pick the right one, look for the pattern. Y is smaller than X, Y is smaller than X, Y is smaller than X, Y is greater than X. This is the number of miles based on the gallons of gas. This car gets better mileage than Miller's car. So again, it's not a super hard problem if you know how to set it up, but it can be really confusing to set up, and it's even more confusing when they give you 2 different kinds of graphs or tables, and then they have multiple data points in each one. But for anything like this, you just pick one set of data points and deal with that. Don't bother with the other sets because they're all within the same table going to be a function. They're all going to be the same. It's almost like finding the slope. They're all going to have the same slope. All right. So if you have any questions, just holler.